What's up, everybody? Truth Seeker here. I've been noticing on the past few videos I had about Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell, there's a lot of skeptics I notice out there that seem to not fully understand why people think that their so-called suicides were actually a murder. And these people are sitting here making fun of anybody that's trying to step outside of that theory, going, I mean, it's sad too, because so many fans that believe that narrative are sitting there just totally saying, oh yeah, they were drugged out and depressed and everything else, and they think they just got the whole story figured out. They don't understand the level of stuff that these two people were actually doing. Like, they don't understand. Chris and Chester was both working together to expose a Hollywood elite pedophile ring. This elite pedophile group is some pretty powerful people. I mean, we're talking like mafia kind of power, okay? And if they're gonna get exposed, they can make anything happen. Anything. They can just make someone instantly dead if they want to. Just like you've seen in the mafia movies, that stuff was real. And it is real to this day. Look at Seth Rich and everybody else. But they've been trying to say this. They've been trying to like slowly sneak out this information to you guys in their albums, their songs, everything. And so many people didn't get it. They didn't quite understand it. But if you look at the Linkin Park logo, for example, you'll notice that it's a triangle inside of a triangle. Now, if you look at this FBI document, you'll also notice the triangle inside of a triangle is actually a pedophile code for boy love. They were setting clues out for everybody to understand what they're talking about. The messages are in all their songs. They're talking about how they had rough childhood, abusive lives and everything. And they're trying to tell the world that people like this exist. And as soon as they started becoming more powerful about how to expose the secrets, they both just suddenly died. As you could tell, they was both deeply involved in wanting to protect children and stuff. And the Chris and Vicky Foundation was started to help raise funds and partner with charitable organizers that support children facing problems such as homelessness, poverty, abuse, and neglect. It's subject matter that Chris Cornell holds very near and dear, as explains on the foundation's website. I would show you the foundation's website, but they took it down and now it just redirects to chriscornell.com. But they was trying to give a message out and also trying to expose these people without risking their lives.
Well, Pizzagate, it became a major story weeks ago when an armed man decided to investigate a D.C. area pizza place for himself. This man right here, he carried a rifle into a pizza parlor and then fired it at the floor. Media is telling you the entire story is a hoax or fake news. But what does that even mean? I spent the last month investigating. So what exactly is Pizzagate? And are there any actual facts to support the story? I've got to warn you, what we're going to talk about tonight will be disturbing to some people. But this is a reality check you won't see anywhere else. Pizzagate actually comes from the WikiLeaks release of hacked emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta. In all, WikiLeaks dumped around 50,000 email messages, and it was from those emails that the claims that John Podesta may be part of a child sex trafficking ring come from. Now, to be clear, not one single email in the Podesta emails discusses child sex trafficking or pedophilia. That is a fact. But there are dozens of what seem to be strangely worded emails dealing with pizza and handkerchiefs. Self-described online investigators say that those words in the emails about pizza and the talk of handkerchiefs is code language used by pedophiles. So how did a DC pizza parlor get pulled into this story? Well, again, read any mainstream report and they indicate that Comet Ping Pong Pizza was somehow linked to this fake story and has no relation to anyone involved. But the truth is, that's not true either. What media is ignoring is that the Comet Ping Pong Pizza place is actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times, and that the owner of that place, James Alfantis, is a friend of John Podesta. He was actually named, this is kind of strange, by GQ magazine as one of the top 50 most powerful people in Washington. Yes, we're talking about a pizza parlor owner. Now let's talk facts here. There is no solid evidence that Comet Ping Pong Pizza is being used to run a child sex trafficking ring. But there are some very strange connections between Comet Ping Pong Pizza and a second pizza place 2 doors over, Besta Pizza, and the accusations of pedophilia. Now this is where things start to get strange when you research this story. Now to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly used symbols by pedophiles to express their preference in children. I want you to see these images here. These are the images. Notice this one on the end, the triangle. That image signifies something called boy love. The pizza place next door to Comet Ping Pong Pizza, Besta Pizza, well, this was their logo until only a few weeks ago. Clearly, you can see that the Besta logo actually contains the same image, I'm going to show you again, as that boy lover image. Interestingly, after Pizzagate investigators pointed this out, Besta Pizza changed their logo, and there it is now. They removed the triangle. Also, Comet Ping Pong, owned by Alfantis, is the place where a number of performance artists perform regularly. 2 of the groups that perform there, who you can see advertised, by the way, on this Comet Ping Pong poster, include a group called Heavy Breathing and another group called Sex Stains. Well, if you check out the YouTube videos by these bands, Heavy Breathing has songs that do joke about pedophilia, and the band Sex Stains has a video that includes, and you see it right there, that same boy lover symbol. It's nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a pedophile code symbol for boy love. As I said, there are some strange things there. As for the owner of the pizza place, James Alfantis, well, he was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America. Well, since Pizzagate began to blow up online, he has made his Instagram profile, Jimmy Comet, private. But an archive search of Instagram reveals a number of strange photographs and words with strange and disturbing images associated with them. Look, to the point where we can't show you those pictures. We're not even going to describe them to you because some viewers would find it too disturbing to share on TV. Now let's talk about the Podesta brothers, because remember, it was John Podesta's email that was hacked. In those leaked Podesta emails, John Podesta talks about his close relationship with Dennis Hastert, the former Speaker of the House, who was recently sentenced to 15 months in prison for abusing boys years ago. He was referred to by the judge as a serial child molester. According to the Washington Post, visitors to Tony Podesta's home in Falls Church got an eyeful when they walked into a bedroom at the Podesta residence hung with multiple color pictures by Katie Grannon, a photographer known for documentary-style pictures of naked teenagers in their parents' suburban homes. And to be clear, that just begins to scratch the surface of how strange some of this stuff is. And bear in mind, we can't get into a lot of the real details of it because of the limits on broadcasting this on television. But it is some very strange stuff. Now keep in mind, again, there is no proof here that there is a child sex ring being operated out of a DC pizza parlor. Investigators have already proven there's nothing to the story, right? Well, actually, no. And that's what you need to know. For all that is here, there has not been one single public investigation of any of this. Not from local police, not from the FBI, no one. And that has to be the big question. Not for Podesta or for pizza parlor owners, but for law enforcement. Based on what may be or may not be here, the big question is, why hasn't any investigation taken place? That's Reality Check.
So many things in their story didn't add up. Like, we got the 911 call for Chris Cornell, and then we also got the first responders radio dispatch also recorded. And the two back to back don't make any sense, so I'm going to go ahead and play them for you real quick.
What is the address of the emergency?
1777 3rd Street, the MGM Casino. I have a non-responsive guest in a hotel. It's going to be a 50-year-old male inside of room 1136.
He's not breathing.
After some back and forth, the hotel gets more intel on what's actually going on in room 1136.
They found out that the guest was attempting to hang himself, so they're trying to get him down so they can assist with CPR.
Okay, so it says right there that this is someone from the front desk, front lobby, is pretty much stating that someone said that he is trying to hang himself. And they're getting him down now so they can assist him with CPR. Getting him down, so that means he's still hanging, right? But then this is the first responders radio dispatch recorded right here.
84 Alpha 142 receiving. How do you copy?
Loud and clear, go ahead.
I'm on scene with a 53-year-old male, pulseless and happy on arrival of crew. Unknown downtime, found by roommate in a hotel at MGM. The patient did have a exercise rubber band around his neck. Suggestions of possible strangulation, trauma to the back of the head, history of depression. Patient is cool to the touch in all areas at this time. Pulse has been on scene over 30 minutes of time. At the end of my car. Pupils are fixed and dilated. IO in the right knee, ligature marks on his neck. We have established a patent airway, ET tube. I'm sorry, that was a dual lumen combi tube. We're not able to resuscitate him at this time, so we're asking for pronouncement.
That's going to be 0133, Dr. Sweeney.
81 Alpha 142 copies 0130, Dr. Sweeney. Over.
So I'm still like not understanding this, okay? So the person in the lobby at the hotel that's calling 911 is being told that there is a guest that's trying to hang itself and they're trying to get him down so they could give him CPR. Yet the other one says that he was found lying on the floor with the exercise band wrapped around his neck. So which one is it? Was he still hanging and you guys had to get him down to give him CPR? Or was he already on the ground dead? I mean, there's more flaws to the story the deeper you go into it. And then you also look at Chester Bennington. Here's his 911 call.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi there. I'm working. I'm a driver, and
Okay.
I just got to the location, and his housekeeper came out and said that he unfortunately killed himself.
Okay, so the person came out and said somebody is in fact killed himself?
I haven't seen him. I'm sitting in the car. His housekeeper came up to me and said that she found him dead.
Okay, stay on the phone, okay? Is she able to talk to see if there's any kind of breathing or anything like that?
Yeah, I asked. I said, is he cold? Is he warm? And she said, no, he's dead. He's been hanging, and she's talking to his wife right now.
Okay, stay on the phone. I'm going to transfer you to the fire department. Stay on the line, okay?
Thank you.
PV 7 Lincoln 11, 7 Lincoln 12.
County Fire 83.
Hey, it's PV with a transfer, sir. Go ahead and talk to her, okay?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I just got on location. I'm a driver. Was trying to pick up, and his housekeeper came out and said that he unfortunately killed himself. He hung himself. He's in his room.
Okay, what's the address where you're at? Are you at a home or an apartment?
It's a home.
And what city are you in?
Palos Verdes Estates.
Okay, and do you know the closest cross street there on the corner?
I don't, to be honest.
That's okay. What's your phone number, area code?
Thanks.
And how old is he?
Mid-40s.
Mid-40s? Okay.
Yeah.
And he's hung himself in the room?
That's what his housekeeper said. I haven't been in the house. I haven't seen him.
Is that the housekeeper I can hear behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
She's talking to his wife.
you haven't been inside at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. Just have everybody wait outside of the room, and paramedics and the PD will be there shortly, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
This should tell you guys something. I want everybody that doesn't understand, mainstream media is government bullshit fed to you. It really is. They sit there and control what you're going to see, what you're not going to see. Anything that the government doesn't want you to know about, they're going to make sure that news outlet is going to outcast it and try to make it sound like it's ludicrous or you're a conspiracy theorist and everything else. And that's what they do. They've been doing that for years. This is the mainstream media misinformation. Let's face facts. A famous man with future plans he was promoting and looking forward to is found hanged in his house, surrounded by the children he loved, and the case is not investigated. That should be a scandal in itself. The fact is, the autopsy has not yet taken place. The toxicology report has not been returned. Last week, a police source said, murders are sometimes made to look like suicides. We think he was murdered. We just have to find out who was behind it. So why did the coroner's office rule to the public a finding of suicide in Bennington's case before the autopsy results and the toxicology report were completed, and before police had a chance to complete a proper death investigation? Any homicide detective worthy of the badge would tell you that even with hanging cases, you always first approach them as a homicide. That is a fact. You don't jump to conclusion. You work the body out. This case is only 1 week old. Nobody, including the coroner, knows anything right now other than the fact that Chester was found dead in suspicious circumstances on his best friend Chris Cornell's first birthday, since he was also found hanging in eerily similar circumstances on May 18th in Detroit. Doesn't Chester, like Chris, deserve a proper death investigation? The cover-up conspiracy is now finally being exposed. Says according to the Brian Ellis, department chief for the LA County Medical Examiner Coroner, the coroner's office was notified about Bennington's death at around 9 a.m. He is also on record saying the coroner's office is conducting a death investigation. Says Yahoo then reported that the coroner's office initially confirmed to people that Bennington's death was being investigated as a possible suicide. On Friday, the coroner's office told USA Today Bennington hanged himself from a bedroom door. However, they did finally make it clear an official cause of death will not be determined until an autopsy and toxicology reports, which are pending, are completed. The coroner tells people they expect a final ruling, hopefully within the first of the week. Chester is on record saying that he did not like to feel pain since he went through healing a broken leg. He said this in a last interview. He is also on record saying he would need to consume serious drugs to so much as get a tattoo these days. A small amount of alcohol was found in his room. There were no drugs. So Chester being found hanging in the exact same manner as his best friend Chris Cornell looks very suspicious to fans who knew the Lincoln Park frontman well. The story being promoted by mainstream media does not make sense and contains bald-faced lies. It says close friends of Cornell say that he was shown a black book that included the name of one of his professional associates. After setting up his foundation and investigating further, Cornell was close to exposing a network of pedophiles working within the entertainment industry, a dangerous job that he considered his duty. But his friends believe he was taken out before he finished the job. Cornell's widow and family are unsatisfied with the ruling by officials that Soundgarden frontman committed suicide. Unexplained gaps in the official timeline of Cornell's final moment and suspicious inconsistencies in the record suggest that Cornell's death was not suicide at all, but a premeditated homicide and cover-up. So, I mean, it's very eerie. I'm just, not understanding. They both hung themselves. They were both working on this foundation and investigating to expose a network of pedophiles. And then now all of a sudden they both randomly just commit suicide. I don't know. It just doesn't add up to me. And then he's saying that there is head trauma. And the autopsy report was actually showing that he had a whole bunch of fractured ribs. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It says, just over 1 month later, Cornell's best friend, Chester Bennington, suffered the same fate. Cornell had set up the Chris and Vicky Cornell Foundation to protest the most vulnerable children from abuse, and Bennington working with him on exposing a pedophile network operating within the entertainment industry. Neither Bennington nor Cornell, both writers, left the suicide note. With the hashtag going around Truth for Chester, it says, Chester was a brave man who had overcome his demons and was determined to right the wrongs of his childhood and expose a network of powerful people involved in his worst kind of crime. He was taken out in eerily similar circumstances to Chris Cornell. Do not believe the media cover-up conspiracy. There's a lot of misinformation flying around at the moment. Be careful what you believe. Chester and Chris deserves nothing less. And just remember, this is the same mainstream media that is also telling you that Hillary was a good person. And it's also the same ones that are sitting there telling you that Donald Trump had help from Russia.
Then why is CNN constantly Russia this, Russia that?
Because it's ratings.
Because it's ratings?
Our ratings are incredible right now.
But honestly, you think the whole Russia shit is just bullshit?
Could be bullshit. I mean, it's mostly bullshit right now. We don't have any big giant proof.
And 17 intelligence agencies and all this stuff. Just think, this is the same media that's telling you that they committed suicide. It's just amazing how there's people that are still clinging to the mainstream media going, that's not what they said. And then they'll tell me what I'm saying is fake news. And I'm just dumbfounded. I'm like, how? There has to be hope for these people. There just really has to be. I don't know. It's sad. But, yeah. What do you think about this? I mean, this is pretty strange how the media has been trying to sit here and, really, really trying to, feed out there and beat into people's heads that these were both suicides, and anybody that thinks otherwise is nutbags, pretty much, That should tell you something. If the media actually, and not just the media, if every single bit of establishment around Hollywood and everything else is sitting there actually funding people to actually tell you that you're crazy for thinking anything other than a suicide, that should tell you right there. Follow the money, right? People are being paid to tell you that that's a conspiracy theory. That should definitely tell you something. But definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below on what you think about this. And thanks for watching, everybody. We also now officially opened up our online web store. You can now get Seeking the Truth, t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other accessories. This will definitely make a great gift idea, and every purchase will help out this channel. The link is in the description below. Please subscribe to our channel, like our video, and comment below, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace! And don't forget to click the notification bell.